you're very much hands-on, and we see you at demo days still with the overalls on, getting your hands dirty, playing with the kit. It seems you enjoy what you do. Is it the turf care or the engineering side that fascinates you most?
Turf care, really, to try and improve the quality of natural grass. I think I can rightly say people who are using our machines, what we sell, they will have improved the quality.
And that Cora was a game changer. Another machine that you've been associated with down the years is the Shockwave.
Yeah.
How did that one come about, and why did you decide that was a machine that you wanted to be involved with?
I saw it in 1979 in a big field day in Holland when I worked at CISIS. There was a leading agronomist there, STRI were there, the bosses from CISIS. They were in the next demo plot to me. You were given a set time, you had half an hour to do your demos, and then the customers moved on. So we were one of the early ones at 10 o'clock, so rest of the day you could see what everybody else was doing.
Okay, yeah.
And I saw the Shockwave working, saw what it was doing, moving the ground with no disturbance. Well, it was actually called the earthquake then, but was never registered. And I thought I was giving my age away now. I was 25, 26.
Okay.
Thought that's a good machine. I could see money being made with it, but everybody else poo-pooed it, and I thought they were wrong, but I hadn't got enough experience to explain myself.
Okay.
But 86, 87, soon after I went on my own, I bought 2 second-hand machines.
Right.
Started using them in the contracting on very wet football pitches, and it dried them up.
Okay. So
that's
you really believed in that product,
well,
kind of going,
yes, yeah.
stuck your neck out and bought them in?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a bit of a pattern developing here. You'll possibly sometimes see something that some other people don't in terms of an opportunity. So that's the businessman in you. But that comes from trying to improve the quality of natural playing surfaces. And I think your philosophy as Campy, from an outsider, would seem to be that's what the business is built on. Would I be wrong in that respect?
You're 100% right. That's correct. You either got to do it with a lot of labour, or you've got to do it mechanically. And we've been very lucky in a way. I couldn't have gone to the big boys, 30 years ago, said I'd like your dealership, I'd like to sell your machines. We haven't got the money, but we found small companies coming to market with what we thought were good products, and that's been our success. Bringing them to market, it's not been easy. I couldn't have done it all on my own. It's not just me, it's the staff we've got and people we know.
But you built up a reputation for, bringing good kit to market. So I think now when you came up with, you found the Air 2 G2, which is, the more recent piece of kit that we've seen that has grabbed the imagination. And we're seeing them all over the place. I was telling you earlier, it just seems every time I turn around at a pitch these days, there seems to be one of those hovering around somewhere. You came across that in North America. Do you want to give us a story on how you spotted that one and why you thought that was going to be another game changer?
Yeah, well, we've always looked at unconventional ways, if that's the right word. Why should we be doing something that we've done for 80 years, ever since turf management started, by putting metal bars or metal tubes in the ground at close centres and calling that aeration? There must be other ways of doing things.
Sure.
Probably going back 20 years ago, we had the Robin Dagger, which was a single probe, little hand tool, which we sold, we hired it, and everybody who had it thought it was fantastic, getting air in the ground.
Yeah.
But it was a very, very expensive machine to operate and keep running.
Labour intensive?
Labour intensive, yes, yeah. Slow, noisy. It probably again just diversified a little bit, going back to my CISIS days. The other thing that Eric Staniford always said, speak to your groundsmen, speak to your greenkeepers, find out what the problems are. If you make something or sell them something that makes the job easier and better, they'll always buy it. That's always stuck in my mind. We got talking to Air 2 G2, it was at the golf show in Las Vegas 5 years ago, just gone, January just gone, or February. I always have a walk round. We had our own booth there, but usually if it goes quiet, I'll just walk off for half an hour and have a look at the smaller booths, where you see new ideas and new companies. Found this machine, had a word with them, and said we'd be back. And 3 hours went back later on, just before the afternoon session finished. And they were a new company. They were actually contractors who built machines themselves, little bit Heath Robinson, but
Right.
moved premises onto a trading estate in Jacksonville, and across the road was down the road was a pneumatic engineer who saw what they were doing and said, I could redesign that machine from hydraulics to pneumatics.
Right.
And that's how it all started.
Okay.
They had a prototype machine there. We kept in touch for a year. Went back the following January when the Sports Turf Managers show was in Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
Popped up to Jacksonville, saw it working on a golf course, and that sold it to us.
Okay.
And it started from there on distribution.
Did you have a hand in helping them develop it? Did you give them any?
I gave them some
wisdom?
tips when I first saw them. Said what I thought was wrong and or what could do with improving on the prototype. When we went back to Daytona Beach, we saw the current production machine, and they'd done most of the things we'd said. And I said,
Brilliant.
my words are, I admire you, Yanks. And they said, why? I said, first time you've listened to an Englishman. And all they said, we thought you knew what you were talking about. So
Well, they obviously.
yeah, it's
Right.
a small company, nice people.
Yeah.
In fact, the owner was over. He'd been over with us for 3 weeks in
Okay.
Spain, France, Holland, and then with us last week, a couple of days. They just went back last Friday.
So that's a machine that you've got the rights to sell globally, apart from the Americas. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And the only difference is the colour. Is that?
That's all it is.
Now we keep
So-
your version is blue.
Our version is blue, so we can't sell out of area, else we'll get caught out.
And it's a machine that we're seeing crop up worldwide now. I mean, I think I've seen them in Madrid, I've seen them at Wembley.
Yeah.
We see tweets and we see coverage of them.
Yeah.
I think you're telling me that they're down in New Zealand and Australia.
Japan, yeah, there's a lot over there today. One of my men's gone to Korea and Japan.
So your start point here, as a local contracting business, for the best description that I can give, and that's how that started, to a global player and an influencer in the market. Does that give you a real sense of satisfaction, or you still want to achieve more?
I think anybody can always achieve more. Obviously, I'm coming to possibly end of my working career.
You haven't got an announcement for us?
No, not today.
Okay, that will be a scoop.
We've enough staff coming through, younger lads who we've brought through, who I'd hope were equally as capable
Yeah.
as what I've probably been, and they'll carry the job forward if we can still find.
You still got the glint in your eye. Is there any other kit that you're still looking for? Is there something else on the horizon?
There might be additions to existing products.
Okay. I mean, I'm not asking you to
No,
break any.
we don't really know yet, but we're always 2 or 3 companies we're dealing with. Not just Imants, there's Dakota, there's Air2. We'll be expanding the range over the next few years.
That would be interesting to see, and
Yeah,
we'll look out for that. And I guess they'll sit with that philosophy of making the groundsman's life easier. and,
hopefully, yes. Yeah.
and improving the quality
Yes.
of surfaces.